I moved into this house 2 years ago, and one of my goals when I closed up this bedroom with the bathroom is to make a walk-in closet in between them. I got 2 mirrors long ago for this, but never got to the project. Today I finally make my walk-in closet, and typical to my channel, it'll be made mostly out of good old 2x4s. I started by prepping the area, which I had just boarded up with drywall scraps and hadn't even painted. Finishing up the drywall with more scraps and then giving it a good layer of paint, as I needed to get going and not have to deal with this later. I measured the size needed, set up a crude plan which is close to what I'll end up doing, but I switched the tall parts to the bottom, which made a lot more sense when thinking about it. I started by preparing all the 2x4s for the uprights. There are 8 and identical. I'm not using the joiner for this build because I don't really see the point in joining such a long piece on a small joiner. I feel like I'll get better results right on the table saw. I ripped off both sides. Then I went to the planer where I just got it nice and flat but all identical. It took a while, filled up my shavings bag, but well worth it for the clean art results it'll give. You can wait until the frames are assembled, but I opted to sand all my 2x4s right now, which sure made assembly smoother later. Now back to the table saw, I ripped the sides off 6 more 2x4s, which is for all the cross braces. I'm doing them at 23 inches each. For the frame, that's all you're going to need if you're planning for a space of around 80 inches like I am. Cutting those on the miter saw was dusty business, but with the new blade I put in for this project, it was pretty easy. I mainly put in the new blade for the 1x6s later to avoid having a ton of tear out that would actually be seen. Those aren't planed yet. I decided to plane them all next. Not having to plane longboards is just easier. On the planer I got them a little thinner than earlier at around 1¼ inches, which will make it look a little more delicate, seeing those supports less from the sides while being well solid enough for the weight. While I get through this big pile, please like and subscribe. It fuels the channel with a lot more eyes and people. Thanks to all subscribers. Another thing that took a while is adding 4 pocket holes per shorter piece on one face, 2 per side. The pocket holes are going to be towards the ceiling, hidden by the shelves. None will be in view at whatever angle. Next, I'm doing the dados on the uprights, which I'll be doing with the miter saw, but first I want to measure all the lines on one 2x4. They're all the same and I'll transfer the lines next, but for now I'm working with one. I'm tracing first with the speed square what will be the bottom of the dado, and for my 78-inch high setup, that's at 1, 15, 29, 43, 57 and 76 inches. Then I took one of the cross 2x4s and transferred their thickness to the 2x4s, tracing the opposite side of those dados. Once that 2x4 is done, transfer the measures to the rest of the 2x4s. I used clamps to make sure it was nice and precise. I used the miter saw to cut the dados with a simple jig made out of 2 2x3s, which lets the blade clear a flat spot when not cutting through. I cut the leftmost and rightmost lines of the dado, then removing the middle is really easy. With 6 dados per 2x4 times 8, it took me, I'd say, 30 minutes to get those done. A while, but very worth it for the solid features it'll give you. Once those are done, finally time for assembly. I'm excited to get working in the actual closet, get that done. It's been a project I've been wanting to do for months. I thought I'd do it sideways, but there's not that kind of space on my workbench, so I went vertical and it went great. I glue in the dado, put the cross brace in with the pocket holes pointing towards where the ceiling will be, and screw the pocket holes. Once you got a full side done, put all the glue in all the dados of the second side and kind of align them until they snap in place, then screw those two. With the clamps, make sure you're staying square the whole time. Putting the cross beams well sit into the uprights. I already sanded the uprights, which will make it really easier now, but I gotta sand all the joints and crossbars. It's pretty quick, no weird angles. I'm not even sanding the parts where the pocket holes are. They'll be hidden by the shelves. As you can see, I got to work. 3 more, almost done. It's filling up my shop real quick. Now the 1x6s mentioned earlier, I got super lucky and got a nice smooth pack of them. Barely needed any sanding. With my new miter saw blade, my cuts are really smooth too, and I cut all 32 with the stop block set to 23 inches. Finally, time to put this together. I aligned 2 on each side, then added the 80-inch planks before pushing it into the wall, finally hiding that ugly beam. I'm not screwing all the bottoms of the 80-inch planks, just the left to most and right to most uprights. It'll let me square everything by adding small shelves. Everything I screw here I pre-drill with the countersunk drill bit, else it'll definitely crack. I'm using outdoor brown screws, which will be perfect with the stain and finish I have planned for this. As I add the shelves, this thing becomes solid, square, and holds itself. I end with the middle uprights onto the 80-inch planks, which finalizes everything without having to push stuff into square. The poles I got for $10 each at Home Depot, which brings the total of this project, including paint, to no more than $250, around $230. We're happy with this setup and I hope to give it a few matching accessories in the bedroom soon. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more and see you next time.